Hey YouTube, it's been a long time coming, but it's now time for the next installment of Strange Questions. Question number 1 is from Z Curious Guy. If you had the power, would you create perfect health for everyone on the planet and restore all missing limbs and body parts so that everyone could live happily for now? Don't forget you're going to put all doctors, nurses, and all of the thousands of medical personnel out of business, along with all the research on diseases, replacing missing body parts, etc. for decades. Then there will be great misery when you die. Would you do it? Now, this is a very thought-provoking question, and I took a while to think about it, and I decided that no, I would not, because the juice wouldn't be worth the squeeze. Everyone would be healthy again, which would be marvelous, but it would put so many people out of work that the economy would be worse than it already is now, which is ridiculous. So, because everyone is happy and healthy and terrific, the lifespan would be longer, and our population would just explode, and we'd be overpopulated, and there'd be even more people that couldn't get jobs. So, while you'd be living longer, the quality of life wouldn't be as good because everyone would be suffering from not having enough money. So, no, I wouldn't. And as unfortunate as that is, saying that, people would still be sick, it would be worse off, I think, to be overpopulated and everything else would go to crap. So, no. Question number 2 is from Warrant. If someone intentionally touched someone, and that touch and subsequent removal of touch caused excruciating pain to an extent debilitating, would you consider that assault? Now, Warrant is apparently an X-Men fan because this is exactly the character Rogue. Basically, her mutation is that when she touches people, it causes great pain or sucks the power out of them or whatever. Now, if she intentionally touched someone to cause pain with the intent to hurt that person, yes, that would be assault. However, if you watch the first X-Men movie, she touches Wolverine in order to heal herself, knowing that Logan's power is healing. And so, even if she sucks that power out of him temporarily, he will be easily recovered. And so that would be considered self-defense if you think about it. So I would say that the only time that that's assault if the touch was intended to cause pain. Now, an accidental touch, not, obviously. However, it really depends on, am I intentionally touching you to cause pain, or am I intentionally touching you to save myself? So there you go. Question number 3 is from Jammers1975, and that is, how do you feel about castration? Do y'all think it's a punishment that fits the crime or too over the top? And this is another one that I had to think about. Now, you must consider that our judicial system is not fair. It's not perfect. So there are several people who have been accused of sexual assault that are not guilty. And so you would be automatically assuming that everyone who was convicted was an actual sex offender. And if that's not true, then you'd be castrating several innocent people. And I believe that. I believe that there are several people who have been accused that are not guilty. And also, I don't know firsthand, obviously, but I've heard that those in prison who are accused and found guilty of sexual offenses are very mistreated by other prisoners. And so they're getting enough punishment that way because a lot of criminals look down on sexual offenders, as in they're the lowest of the low, they're the bottom of the food chain. So if they're in prison, they're probably getting mistreated in the same way that they mistreated other people by the other prisoners. So no, I've decided that it's not a good idea to castrate just because those two main reasons. They're getting punished by the other prisoners and they might not be guilty. So that concludes this episode of Strange Questions. Please keep sending me questions. I really love doing these videos, and I would appreciate a lot of video responses with you answering these questions. I put a link in the sidebar to the users that sent me these questions and the actual questions themselves. So please visit their sites and visit my channel, and please video response, send me messages, send me questions. I really appreciate. I am now over 60 on subscribers, which I know doesn't seem a lot in comparison to everyone else on YouTube, but it's a big deal for me. So thank you so much for subscribing, and I'll get videos to you as soon as I can. Peace.